The great leaders of the Allies gathered at a slumber party to discuss the Second World War. Here's Stalin. And Roosevelt. And Gaulle.
OMG guys, I'm so excited for this sleepover. Am I right? Hey, I know a good game to play. Truth or Dare. Yeah?
Did somebody say truth or dare?
Churchill! What's up?
Stalin! Stand up! You're falling asleep!
I dreamt of executions.
That's dark.
No, it's just another normal day in Mother Russia.
Okay. So who wants to go first? Oh, you do. So, truth or dare?
Truth.
Who were some of the greatest leaders in Russia? It's a good one. Come on, Stalin, the suspense is killing me here.
Good. I love killing people.
Oh. Seriously, though. Go ahead.
Okay, first there was my good friend Georgy Zhukov, a Red Army field marshal that led the Red Army out of Nazi occupation and also led the Red Army to conquer most of Eastern Europe. After the war, Zhukov was appointed the supreme military commander of the Soviet occupation zone in Germany. Then there was Nikolai Gerasimovich Kuznetsov. He was the Soviet Navy admiral that led the Soviet Navy to keep the Germans out of the Black Sea in Caucasus. Refusing my orders, Nikolai put Navy on high alert hours before the Operation Barbarossa, so that caused the Soviet Navy to be the only branch of military that was readily prepared for the attack. Lastly, there's Vasily Chikov, who led the 64th and the 67th Army in defending Stalingrad in the Battle of Stalingrad.
That's cool. Anyone want some baguette? No? 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 Hey! Someone hit me up with the truth or dare!
Oh, I got this. Truth or dare?
Truth.
You can't handle the truth.
What? Fight me! Hey, give me a truth, Roosevelt!
Okay! Hey, so why'd you build the wall? Like, why would you think that's a good idea?
It's too soon. No. 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 No.
Oh.
No! No.
Pull yourself together. Just because your little wall didn't work out, then fled to Britain. It's because you're basically a failure.
Oh.
Okay, awkward. Okay, I'll do truth.
Good. Tell me, what are your main goals for the war?
Well, one of my main goals was to draw the United States into the war and to secure more help for Britain since we were in time of need. And we had been in war since 1939. After meeting with President Roosevelt for the first time, me and Roosevelt began to form a partnership. After partnering with the United States, I then wanted to forge a bond with Stalin and reassure him that the Western Allies supported the Soviet Union. I was mainly focused on defeating the opposing side rather than worry about the conditions of my allies. So after Pearl Harbor and conflicts with the Japanese on the United States Western Front, I still wanted them to focus on the European territory.
Whoa, man. Not cool. I'm right here.
Okay, guys. I've composed myself. I've come to terms with my choices. Hold on. The wall was a thing called the Monnaie line. It was a wall built for 3 billion francs. It was indestructible until the Germans just walked around it. And there was nothing to do. The fearless Paul Reynaud led us to defeat. Maybe if Dandelier, the prime minister that succeeded him, hadn't stepped down, we would still be a strong nation, but alas, they just walked around it.
I'm sorry.
I don't want to talk about it. Okay. It's your turn, Roosevelt. What changed for you when Pearl Harbor was attacked?
Well, when Japan attacked us on December 7th, 1941, it basically was what drove us to officially join the war. It was a terrible time for our country. 265 aircrafts were lost and 2,403 men. I had wanted to join the war before that, but I didn't have enough backing from our country until this. We then made an alliance with Russia and Britain. And then Germany and Italy declared war on us.
What jerks?
Okay, it's time for a new game, guys. Who's excited? I am. This one is called Never Have I Ever. Everyone holds up 10 fingers, then we go around in a circle, and everyone says something that they have never done. And then if you have done it, you clap and put a finger down.
Ooh, me first. Never have I ever killed millions and millions of my own men. Oh wait, I have. Yay me.
I don't think that's how the game works, but let's just move on. I'll go next. Never have I ever nuked Japan.
Never have I ever sinking any of my friends' own ships.
Well, I thought you were gonna surrender your ship to the Nazis. How was I supposed to know you wouldn't?
Well, you could have asked.
Oh, things happen.
Okay, so, I have never killed my own soldiers after German liberation.
Okay, I can explain that one. My main battle strategy was maintaining offense while steadily increasing the tempo of combat. It included using overwhelming firepower with penetration in depth of enemy territory. We needed to drastically increase our numbers of armored vehicles and new weapons to provide close support for infantry. The infantry would carry large artillery, which would allow us to blow through enemy lines so soldiers could cut off communications and support of the Germans. We also worked on improving military leadership because that was one of our faults in World War I. We especially tried to improve skilled leadership and tried to distribute it in different small squads. For strategic purposes only, we killed all of our soldiers that were liberated from German prison camps to keep the rest of Russia from finding out the true horrors of the war. Some things are just better if the public doesn't know about it. Our goals in the war were mainly to protect Mother Russia. At first, we had an allied pact with Germany, but I was betrayed when they invaded Mother Russia. For many battles, we held them off with our fierce and brave soldiers. At that point, we were fully involved in the war. With the help of allies, we captured Berlin, which led to the final defeat of the Third Reich.
That's nice. Alright, next. Never have I ever tried to make an appeasement with Germany.
Well, technically, I didn't make an appeasement with Germany. Our past Prime Minister, Neville Chamberlain, did. Chamberlain believed that appeasement was worth trying, but that war was inevitable. He also realized that Britain was not well prepared enough for war, and that he needed to buy time in order to improve Britain's military position. His main desire was to make peace with Nazi Germany, while also strengthening Britain to be able to defend itself if needed. But when Chamberlain offered protection to Poland, and Poland was then attacked by Germany, Chamberlain had no other choice but to declare war on Germany. But he passed away later in 1914 when I took over.
Oh, hey, my main man, General George Marshall, just texted me. He worked with the Europeans for me and coordinated all that went on between them and us. I'm in a group message with him and Harry Stimson. He was the Secretary of War, and he helped keep us organized.
Why are you texting him? Do you like him better than me?
Well, he actually did something during the war, so...
I built a fantastic wall!
Yeah, pretty fantastic, considering they just walked around it.
I'm going to bed.
Well, that's not what we want.
Thanks.